Heated on Route 24 in Lewis.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
Yes, everything goes on air here. Everything. It is 6:37. Jess, a lot of headlines going on. What you got?
There is. There's a lot to get caught up on and some updates for you. So the number of people hospitalized in the U.S. with COVID-19 with this Omicron surge has passed the record set last winter. This is according to the New York Times. They are reporting that the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the data shows that as of Sunday, 142,388 patients with COVID were in hospitals across the country, and that is higher than last year's peak of 142,000. Due to the strain that it's going to be putting on hospitals who are dealing with staffing shortages as well, because people are getting infected with this highly contagious variant, a growing number of them are allowing nurses and other workers who have COVID to keep working if they have mild or no symptoms at all. That's according to the AP.
Nurses to keep working.
Yeah, nurses are working with COVID if they have mild symptoms or no symptoms. Yes.
Wow.
All right. Also, the Biden administration announced yesterday that private health insurance companies will be required to cover home COVID-19 tests starting on Saturday. Insurances will get 8 tests. They have to cover up to 8 tests per month per person on their plans. Under the new policy, people will be able to buy the home test for free under their insurance or submit the receipts for the test for reimbursement. Americans on Medicare won't be able to get the test reimbursed through the program, but Medicaid and children health insurance programs are required to cover them as well. Now in Chicago, the public school teachers in Chicago, just want to give you a quick update on this. They will be returning to school, and students will be back after they had to deal with this teachers union, but they worked out everything. It has ended. They will be returning back to school. Okay. And the update for the Bronx fire, the death toll with that high-rise apartment fire has now been adjusted to 17. They were reporting that it was 19, but it's 17, 8 of them children, unfortunately. Just so sad. Dozens of people still remain hospitalized, including several in critical condition.
Very sad.
So sad. Here locally, as of yesterday, the mayor of Cambridge has resigned.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah.
The revenge porn.
Back in August, his name is Mayor Andrew Bradshaw of Cambridge. Bradshaw's home and office were searched by investigators after a female victim came forward alleging an intimate relationship with the former mayor. The victim claims that he allegedly posted revenge porn on social media under multiple accounts.
Now, for people who don't know what revenge porn is,
what is it, Bill?
no, look. Revenge porn.
Well, what is it?
Is when, you're with someone and you have,
you share intimate photos.
Yes. And then you post them after
and then after you do a breakup or an argument or a fight or something goes down, you decide, well, for revenge, and I'm going to post it on social media. I know in
Maryland, there's like laws about revenge porn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like strict, like in like the law book.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the books.
Yeah.
And there's like a section, revenge porn. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it says that, but that's what.
No, it does.
Yeah.
It says revenge porn.
Wow.
It does. Yeah.
And then now the mayor of Cambridge is.
So.
He went on, created a fake site.
Multiple accounts he made, allegedly. And he posted things throughout the months of April and May of 2021. Fast forward to now, the acting mayor and the commission president says that the resignation is a loss, but the city of Cambridge is in a position to move forward and quickly, and this is the reality of where we are at the moment. He had to take action, and that was the action that he took, and I believe that it was a very noble action. We're going to move forward. The city of Cambridge will move forward.
They must really like this guy.
I know. And
he was a good mayor.
He must have, did a good job and got caught up. That's a shame.
So he was a good mayor, but he had like some relationship stuff. Should he have had to resign?
They said that it was a very noble thing for him to do.
But he didn't really have to.
So even though it says that his time was short, moving forward, once elected, the new mayor is going to take over and finish what's left of the term.
Wow.
But it's still a developing story on like the course of action, what's going to be taken, and But if he is convicted, because the trial is set for April, if the former mayor is convicted, he could face up to 2 years in prison.
How come he just didn't say somebody stole my phone?
Look,
Somebody stole my phone. I swear I didn't post them.
look,
I guess they can track. Can they track that?
he got caught up.
Well, then how can all these people be posting
He
stuff
got
and
caught
not
up,
get
y'all.
tracked?
He got caught up.
How can all these people be posting stuff and not get tracked?
Who, Bill?
You got to get a burner
Who,
phone.
Bill?
You got to get a burner phone. I'm kidding.
Now, in Delaware. All right, that was the big breaking story in Maryland.
Any
Big
idea what
breaking
kind of
story.
pictures he posted?
No.
No? Okay.
I didn't even look into all
This
that.
guy.
I
This
didn't look
guy.
into all that.
All right.
But he got caught up.
Did he?
People in Delaware will once again wear masks whenever they are inside of a public setting,
Yeah.
regardless of your vaccination status. The mandate is going to take effect today at 8 a.m. It includes, at this time, grocery stores, gyms, restaurants, bars, and more. It comes as the Omicron cases surge across the country. Governor Carney also announced plans to extend the school and child care facility mask requirements. He also has deployed additional members of the Delaware National Guard to help hospitals. He said in a statement, "Our hospital systems are facing a crisis-level situation with record numbers of Delawareans seeking emergency care. We need all Delawareans in the fight as we face this winter surge of COVID-19 to make sure that our hospitals are not overrun. Churches and other religious facilities are exempt from the order, and children under the age of 2 should not wear a mask." Okay?
Okay.
So that's your update with that.
Yeah, I heard a lot of talk yesterday about the mask mandate returning in Delaware.
Yeah, there was a lot trending online.
I mean, look, at this point,
comments.
it is what it is. I mean,
A friend of ours posted like right before 2 p.m. yesterday a status and said there's going to be a lot of upset people coming up at 2 p.m. Just keep it locked right here. Check back on my page. I'll post links. And right away, he's a weather guy. Right away, people started posting, is it, weather related? And then he said, no, it's going to be a breaking news story. And right away, people were like, they were on it quick.
right.
Oh, it's the mask. It's going to be, with COVID, the mask mandate, it's coming back and things like that. So, and that's what it was. But
Wow.
I went to the eye doctor yesterday.
You have to wear it.
Yeah, I went in. They were like, "Oh, hi, honey. Do you have a mask?" They were very nice.
Yeah,
about
when
it.
I go to the dentist, I got to wear it.
And I said,
And
"No,
when
I
went to
don't."
when I went to the eye doctor, when I went back, I had to wear it.
Yeah. So, I said, I don't because I don't. I have to get a new mask.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I have one at home, I think, hanging like on this little board that we have, but I have no idea if that is really still hanging there. But she was like, "That's fine. I have one for you." So I have that one now in the car. But I got rid of all of our masks.
Well, look, let's be honest. No one
So
enjoys all this. No,
I know.
no one is
I know.
doing it for fun. So we just got to do what we got to do, and
Yeah.
eventually, again, like everything, this will pass.
it will.
I keep hearing about herd immunity and all this with this Omicron variant, and I'm hoping, praying.
Yeah.
We talked to Dr. Bob.
That what we hear and what the
Yeah.
doctors are saying that is, in fact true.
But yeah, speaking of COVID and all this is another crazy story. This coming from Eastern Shore Undercover yesterday. Atlantic General Hospital is on code red and code yellow. And I'm going to read this verbatim from Eastern Shore Undercover. It says, "Folks, I'm really not sure what this means, but an announcement was just made that AGH is not accepting any ambulances at the current time unless it's life-threatening. If anyone knows what code red means, let us know. In the meantime, if you don't need immediate medical attention, consider alternative options such as general practitioner or one of the urgent care facilities." I'm seeing that a lot of emergency rooms, not just here on the shore, but across the country, are being flooded with people coming in for COVID-related issues. I can't speak for the ERs, but I can tell you that they do not test for COVID and would probably prefer you going to a general family doctor. Then there was an update, and it says, long story short, this basically means there's no beds available in AGH emergency room, limited on what they can do at the moment. So they weren't accepting any ambulances,
Wow, okay.
which I thought was significant. I've never heard of that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've heard of hospitals, they go on divert, which means you can't go there. You need
Wow.
to take them to the next closest hospital.
Now, Tidal Health posted this yesterday due to staff challenges. Tidal Health announced today that it is pausing lab services at Tidal Health Family Lab on Main Street in Berlin, the Tidal Health Family Lab in Bridgeville, Delaware, until Monday, January 31st as well. People in the Berlin area may use Tidal Health Family Lab on the Ocean Pines campus, and in Bridgeville area, please use Tidal Health Family Lab at the Mears campus. Tidal Health apologizes for any inconveniences may cause during this brief 3-week pause of services at the 2 Tidal Health Family Lab locations.
Okay.
So that doesn't really affect us too much, but if you have any, you got to go in, they're asking you to go to the different locations.
Okay.
So, and then the snow for this weekend.
Oh, boy.
So we'll keep you up to date on that.
1 to 20 inches, according to Bill.
Right. It is the Bill and Jessica show. We do have sports up next. Big college game on last night, Jess.
Yep.
Right after Wale, J. Cole, Poke It Out. Let's go.